Hi everyone and welcome back, and today we're here with quite a requested single malt. So this is Old Pulteney 15. So Old Pulteney is a distillery in Wick. It's known for quite a maritime whiskey, and of course they've recently launched a new range where they took away some much loved expressions. Like my my favourite used to be the 17, but they now have the 100 and of course this 15-year-old and a bunch of other whiskies. So it's going to be really exciting to try this one today. So the 15-year-old has of course been matured for 15 long years. It's been matured on American oak ex-bourbon casks and then finished in Spanish oak. And this sits at 46% ABV. So let's have a little nose. It immediately gives you kind of a burst of fresh aromas. I know it might be my brain tricking me, but it does give me that kind of sea breeze vibe on the nose. And of course, the Old Pulteney is sold in really beautiful bottles, where the bottle looks a bit like the shape of their stills, which is really nice. So if you haven't seen the bottles, check them out. Very fresh, a little bit salty almost, and a bit of juicy pear. It almost has this tiny, like sulphury note that just makes me more intrigued and want to try it. A little bit floral as well, like maybe like gorse or lavender. Well, let's have a taste. Slàinte. It is so interesting on the palate because it has this really kind of oily, thick mouthfeel. But of course that kind of feeling goes really well with the saltiness you get from it. It's quite briny. Definitely a dram I would enjoy if you're sitting like on a boat or by the sea. It's so interesting, but it's, instead of tasting like cold sea, if that makes sense, it's such a warming note. It still has a sweetness, like a malty sweetness, and a lovely, it's that malty notes that's like the base, the warming malty sweetness, and then this saltiness, this very kind of robust flavour. It's not towards like a heavily, it's not towards like a fruity character of spirit. It's more that kind of robust, oily, salty notes that I know a lot of people really like. If you're Swedish, I would say it kind of tastes a bit like the West Coast, if that makes sense. And it has this kind of hay, cereal, bitter notes as well. It's a very, very interesting whiskey. Yeah, that kind of, it definitely has like a malty note along with that kind of drying sensation which comes from the cereal, but also with the sweetness, and then this kind of salty note. It is a very, very interesting dram, and I can't wait to try more from Old Pulteney. I would of course love to hear if you have tried any of their expressions. Was it perhaps one of your favourites that had to disappear now that the range has completely swapped? Or do you have a new favourite amongst the new ones? And of course, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. And of course, if you're interested in seeing more sneak peeks and behind the scenes, check out my Patreon. The link is here below as well. As always, I hope you'll have a lovely day. Slàinte. Skål!